It's not just because development has been done in one application server that we have to do production only on that one. There are compelling reasons for using JBoss in a production environment. And that's the reason, okay, it's been continually being used in production environment. So the primary reason for that is not just the simplicity in the deployment, but also the management. So this management, okay, I'll talk a little bit more about it, is monitoring and management. It's very important. So when we talk about application servers, these are running on servers which are in a server room with no entry or restricted entry. Then they don't have a Zazzy UIs, okay, which indicate, okay, the progress bar about how this happens and what this happens. So from a production environment point of view, it's very critical that you monitor this JBoss and the other related, okay, players like JMS and CPU cycles, like heap size and the free space on your machines. You have to very closely monitor. So the operations department, okay, in the customer side would be they are having some people dedicated to mitigate any possible problems coming out, and also to keep a track and to have a flexibility to move things around if they are not okay, if they are going to create some problems. Like if they understand that with X number of hits going on, okay, if tomorrow the hits are going to increase because of the festival season or something like that, they can have a clustered environment fitted within, say, that duration of time. So very important management decisions in terms of going alive, how the production goes live, okay, how the new patches, when they should be implemented, what all features are to be incorporated and made release ready. All these things depend not just upon the availability, development and testing of these particular applications, but also goes into much, okay, beyond that, okay, when it's pushed into production, what impact it could have in the overall system. We have off-the-shelf lot of tools available to do the monitoring. So at development stage, okay, you do monitoring using profilers and those things, okay, but that's not the real system. You can use profilers in the production environment, but by the time you get the results, okay, you have already coded. So you are happy with the profiler, but you can't keep on running the profiler every time, okay, continuously, okay, to do, because some of the profiler, okay, they add extra, what you call extra resources. They are just like client calls, or they are just like application within an application. At times they behave that. So there has to be something, okay, which does the information gathering part, okay, for this particular application. Again, for that one, there are some off-the-shelf tools. TOD, for example, then we have First Advantage, a lot of, okay, custom-made applications which are there. Many of them, again, fiddle around with the application. Okay, so what they do is basically, you have to code according to the application to get a handle of that particular states or that particular object instances within the application to know about it. JBoss identified, okay, in this, okay, that's as a very important factor, okay, to have a visibility of what goes under the hoods. Okay, it identified, okay, the administrator, okay, needs to know what's happening in the server side, and that's where the JBoss on, the product of JBoss came into picture. JBoss on, basically what it does is that it keeps on, okay, pulling the information from the app server and the other systems in database, okay, that's in a particular specific manner, without putting a lot of load, without putting any, in fact, considerable or tangible load on that particular systems. Okay, it keeps on polling, it shows the information, it creates reports.
Is there an agent for JBoss?
Yes, JBoss on. Okay, so talking about JBoss on, which is JBoss Operation Network. Basically, what it comprises of is the server, okay, JBoss on server, okay, and it also comprises of agents. So if I have a clustered environment wherein I have 3 application servers, okay, so I can put the agents on all 3 of them, okay, and in my application, okay, wherein I see the UI of JBoss on, okay, I can do the auto discovery. So because these agents are on these particular servers, okay, machines, these agents will gather information on behalf, Okay, on behalf of
deployment
the,
of the database,
sorry?
the information gathering part, would you deploy a database on a separate machine
Yes.
other than the machines running JBoss? Is auto discovery